So if you're new to trading cryptocurrencies, there's two things that I want to recommend in this video that's going to help you become successful. But before I do that, I want to show you a successful trade that I did just the other day. All right, so like I said, this is a successful trade that I did yesterday. And as you can see, it is currently Sunday at 5:38 p.m. Now, the chart that you're looking at right now is Ontology. It's ONT BTC on Binance. Now, as you can see there, last week there was a huge move to the upside. Now, every single coin in this market has been on a downtrend, so this was a pretty big move. And I did play this move and I did profit from it, but that's actually not the trade that I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is the pattern it started forming, and to me it was a bullish pattern. Now you may say that, this is after the fact and I'm just saying it's bullish now, but here's a post on Twitter where I stated that I was looking at this move, and then the very next day this smaller move happened. And that's the trade that I want to show you today. So the first thing you may think is, this is such a small move, is it even worth it? Well, I'm here to tell you it definitely is, because if you were able to time precisely the bottom and the top, that would have been roughly a 15% move. So that's huge. So just to put that into perspective, if you did trade this with $1,000, 15% is $150. If you used $5,000, that would have been $750. If you would have used $10,000, you would have made $1,500. So let me move to a shorter time frame, the 15 minutes, so you can see a little bit more detail. So this is the move that I was just showing you. And this is that 15% move. Now, what you could have done if you did everything perfectly is bought the bottom, get that 15%, sold it, then rebuy around here. And as you can see, there was pretty much a double bottom, and then it went up again and you could have sold it here. So let's see what this move would have been. So that would have been roughly another 10% profit. Now, of course, that's if you were able to time everything precisely, the bottom and the top, which no one ever does and you can't expect yourself to do. In fact, my trades was not perfect either. I initially entered this trade roughly around 32,000 sats, and I exited roughly around, I think it was 35,000. So I did leave some money on the table, but that's totally okay, because if you're trading, you want to protect your profits. Now, I re-entered roughly around 34,000, and I did sell pretty close to the top around 36,000, and right now I'm out of the trade. Now, the reason I'm out of the trade is because I believe it's forming an equilibrium pattern. So as you can see, this pattern is getting tighter and tighter. So I'm not playing that right now. There is a good chance that it is going to break either up or down, and I'm definitely going to watch it closely. And if it does break up, I will be playing that move. So if you're watching this video thinking I'm going to show you what to buy and what to sell, unfortunately, I'm not going to do that. I am going to provide you with some value in just a moment, but I want to be clear on something. If you are someone that is looking to try and follow someone else's trade, or have someone tell you what coin to get into, when to buy, when to sell, then to be completely honest with you, the odds are against you, and most likely you're going to fail. But on the flip side, if you're someone that's willing to put in the work, to put in the time to study, to learn and practice, then you have very good odds of becoming successful. And the value that I want to provide to you today is two resources that has tremendously helped me with my trading. The first resource I'm going to show you is this book, and I'm going to say it right now, just go ahead and buy it. I'll have a link down in the description. But it's called Japanese Candlestick Charting Techniques. And this has been such a useful guide for me to learn what's going on inside each chart. So this book is going to help you understand candlesticks and how to spot reversals, and to basically determine the momentum of where the chart is going. Now, I'm someone that hates to read, and I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who are the exact same way. So I'm going to give you some tips, at least the way that I'm approaching this book. The first time that I went through it, I just kind of skimmed through each page just to kind of get a feel of how the author writes and how they're explaining things. On the second time going through it, I would use a highlighter and highlight anything that I thought was important. And now I'm on my third read, and what I'm doing is I'm reading only the highlighted sections, the highlighted pages, and then I'm bookmarking each page that I think is the most relevant to cryptocurrency. And from there, I basically have a cheat sheet or a study guide that I could quickly flip to any page while I'm in a trade. Even if you hate reading, and believe me, I understand that, I would still say invest in this book. So now let's say, even after all the hype that I gave this book and how I've told you how useful it has been for me in my own personal trading, you still do not want to take the time to go through a book. Well, first off, I would question your dedication to become an actual trader, but I do have another option. And the next resource I'm going to give to you is an online video course. Now, I definitely know the benefits of learning through video. I mean, look at my channel. It's all video tutorials. And just like I'm sure a lot of you, I learn best through video as well. And the video course that I'm going to recommend is by the Charting Man Dan. Now, I'm going to have a link down below. I say go visit their website because they do have a few free videos that you can at least see if his style matches the way that you want to trade. So this video series has hours and hours of very high quality information. You're going to learn technical analysis, how to read a chart, how to set up stop losses, and how to protect your profit. And in my opinion, these guys have the least biased opinions. Now, what I mean by bias is they're not bag holders, so they're not going to pump their own coins like you may see on other videos. Another benefit to them is that they have multiple products, not just on cryptocurrencies, but the stock market as well. I mean, they've been trading in the stock market for many, many years. So I don't want to go over the course in too much detail because you should really go to their site, watch the free videos, and then decide for yourself if it's worth to purchase that online course. All right, so to wrap all of this up, I really want to emphasize on one point is that if you want to become a successful trader, you really have to put in the work. Don't rely on anyone else to tell you how to trade. I mean, the whole point of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and blockchain is to not trust, but verify. So if you have decided to go with any of the two products that I mentioned in this video, definitely leave your comment down below because I want to know, has it helped you as much as it's helped me? And if you have your own recommendations, let's say you have other books that has really helped you in your trading, leave it down below as well because I'm always trying to accelerate my learning and to improve myself as a trader. But that's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next one.